What's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. We've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. The first story that I've got for you guys, a pretty big one. A physique update from Ramon Dino. This was posted by Brazil Bodybuilding News just minutes ago. And according to them, this is a current posing video. This is recent, and they said this is his current physique. And I actually saw Ramon earlier today. You might have seen, I posted a picture with him on Instagram, and everybody is saying, and I can confirm this, that his face, he's got like one of the craziest death faces I think I've ever seen. His face is super sunken in. You can tell that he's really been dieting hard and really restricting and depleting a lot. And I think that that is certainly reflected in this posing video that we got today. I mean, you can see striated glutes, deep separated hamstrings, a lot of detail all over, detail on the lower back, the Christmas tree. This really looks like a version of Ramon to me that's going to be extremely, extremely difficult to beat because, again, Ramon is the defending champion. He won last year. So for Urs or Breon or Wesley or Michael to beat him, they're going to have to really knock him out because I think this is a very strong version of Ramon. And I think this looks like a version of Ramon that's going to successfully defend his title. This is a pretty impressive update, and I'm excited to see Ramon take the stage. And hopefully we get to see a really competitive battle between him and Urs because Urs, we got some more updates from him today. So we'll talk about those next. And hopefully this video doesn't get age restricted because of these videos, because my last 3 videos have all gotten age restricted. And the one of Urs yesterday was age restricted almost instantaneously. So I don't know if he was just showing too much bulge or showing too much cheek in that video, but the video got age restricted right away. But we did get a new update from Urs, and as we get into it, obviously one of the things we're going to be talking about here is his striated glutes. That's why I'm kind of worried about this one getting age restricted too. But we hadn't seen much from Urs, and we hadn't seen much from Ramon either for pretty much the duration of this prep. We hadn't seen a whole lot, not any real like complete physique updates. We'd seen training clips, or we had seen tank top pictures, and really we didn't see much of any of that from Urs. And now this week, we've seen several updates over the last couple of days, this being the latest, showing off, you know, his crazy signature striated glutes, showing off the conditioning in his legs. Urs looks to be on point, kind of dispelling the rumors here that, you know, maybe he was out of shape or maybe he had a difficult prep. Well, maybe he did, but it looks like it still presented a pretty good end result here. But I did see a lot of people in the comments saying they thought there's a chance that Urs might be off because we haven't seen him post anything. But I think what we're seeing from Urs now is pretty much confirmation. He's on, he's here, he is competing, and I think he is still going to be able to give Ramon a run for his money. I don't think this is going to be an easy victory for Ramon by any stretch of the imagination. I just think he looks really good, but Urs looks really good too. I don't think Urs is going to go down without a fight. But we can't have this classic physique conversation without including Breon Ansley, because Breon, there's an update from him today where Breon looks insanely impressive. I even saw Keon Pearson, your 212 Olympia champion from 2023, he put out his Arnold Classic predictions, and he's predicting Breon to win Classic Physique. And I think a lot of people are looking at Breon's physique now, even though he is the oldest guy in the lineup. He's been around, I think, the longest. He looks like he's got a brand new physique because of this weight limit increase. We had heard for so long from him, from his coaches, that he really struggled meeting the previous weight requirement, and as a result, that was something that he felt threw his physique off when he was making weight prior to this increase that we had this past year. And I think ever since Breon switched back to Classic Physique, he left and said he was going to do 212. He never did actually compete in 212. He just said he was going to. Then he announced he was coming back to Classic Physique. But ever since he's came back, he's looked like a brand new version of himself. I think this weight limit increase really lent itself to helping Breon bring the best version of his physique. And now people are throwing his name in the conversation for the win here. And I don't think that that's without merit. I think when you look at this update, even though you can really only see his back, he does look really impressive. And I think even at the Olympia, he brought a much better version of his physique than we had seen in the prior Olympia years where his placing started to slip. And he's kind of making a little bit of a comeback here. Do I personally think he's going to beat Ramon? I really don't. Could he place higher than third? It's possible. And I don't want to just sit here and act like Ramon's got it in the bag, but I think he is going to win. I'm going to give my predictions right now, my top three for Classic Physique. I think it is going to end up being the guys that most of us probably suspect it will be. I'm going to say Ramon's going to win, Urs in second, Breon third, and I hope to see Wesley in fourth place. Let me know your Classic Physique predictions in the comments down below. Just give me your top four. Now, let's talk about some of the bodybuilders. I want to talk about some of the guys that we haven't talked as much about. The first being John De La Rosa. We got a recent physique update from him at 2 days out. Again, in that same gym that we've seen so many guys, posting posing videos and physique updates from the pro gym. This, to me, I think is the best physique update I've seen from John De La Rosa. I still think that his legs look a little bit undersized compared to what they used to be. But I think here, with his conditioning as good as it is, you can start to see, there's really deep separations in the quads that kind of make up for, if they are downsized, they kind of make up for some of that downsizing. But this is the best update I've seen from John. And it's been kind of a question of, where is John going to fall in this lineup, or where are some of these guys that are smaller names, not talked about as much? They don't have as good of a recent contest resume. But they were at one point really good. John was at one point recently winning shows. This lineup has a lot of guys like John that might not be an Arnold Classic champion like Samson, or might not be a Mr. Olympia like Hadi, or might not have a massive fan base like Horse MD or Raphael. But they're guys that are like consistent and seasoned, and they've been around for a while, and they're good. And it's just, you kind of wonder where these guys are going to fall in this lineup that has so many kind of big superstar names. Could one of these smaller name guys like John sneak in there in the top three, in the top four, top five? And honestly, as I say that, looking at this other video of John that was posted just a few hours ago, where you can see him from the side and from the back, his lower body actually looks really good from the side and from the back. He's got striated glutes, he's got a Christmas tree, but proportionally, from the side, his legs actually look pretty proportioned to his upper body, and from the back, I guess it's kind of hard to tell with the angle and the lighting. It's kind of shadowing his lower body, but his conditioning looks on point. This is one of the better conditioned versions of John I think I've ever seen. And John's a guy, like I said, he's been around for a long time. He's been a pro for, I believe, over 10 years. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, the final story that I've got for you guys today, the latest physique update from Justin Rodriguez, just posted minutes ago. And this is probably one of the most impressive updates I've seen from him too, which makes sense that I'm saying this about so many of these guys, because now we're just a day or two away. Well, we're a day from Men's Open prejudging, and we're a day from Classic Physique Finals, and we're 2 days away from Men's Open Finals. So to be fair, these guys should be looking pretty impressive, because they're going to be stepping on stage really soon. Justin here, though, great lighting. He looks grainy, he looks conditioned, and he looks hard. This is a really good look for Justin. And again, apparently Coach Abdullah, who coached Brandon Curry, is now back working with Justin. I don't know how long they've been working together. I know that Justin has changed coaches quite a bit, but Abdullah only recently announced that he was working with Justin again, so I wonder how long they've been back together. But Justin does look really good here, and maybe he's another guy. I mean, like I said, we're talking about these guys like Justin, like John, James Hollingshead, Horse MD, Raphael. It's like we just know the top two is going to be Samson and Hadi. And I saw Hadi last night too. That was my first time ever meeting him, and he's got an insane death face going on as well. But it's like, again, it's like we know the top two is going to be Samson and Hadi, but then that third place spot, there's so many guys that look good, and there's so many guys that third place spot just seems so interchangeable with so many of these guys I could see in there. I could realistically see a possible scenario where Justin's in there, where James is in there, where Raphael, Horse. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. I think the biggest what if placing in this lineup is not necessarily going to be first. I'm really curious to see who ends up in that third place spot. Who's the guy that's going to get the opportunity to stand with an Arnold Classic champion and an Olympia champion in a top three comparison? That's what I'm excited to see. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification icon to be notified every time I upload. And as always, I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at NICKS&P, my Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power, my secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel. And consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.